Shalom, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto our apostles and others, a great millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sons of Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. In this lesson, Lord willing, is edifying to the elect. Just going to be a quick lesson going into the end is manifest. Okay? The end is manifest. All right? Now, when you go into the word manifest, it simply means to grab by the hand. Okay? So when something is manifested, meaning it's clearly seen, it's in your face, you can grab it, you can touch it, it's here. Okay, the end is manifest, it's here. We are at the doors of destruction and salvation. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for, going back to the ancient prophets and righteous holy men of old, going back all the way to Enoch in the garden, going back to Adam. This is the final or the season finale, so to speak. And it's obvious. You got many much talks about this upcoming global famine that's getting ready to take place. They're not hiding it from you. They're letting you know straight up what's going on. They're blaming it on this whole conflict between Russia and Ukraine. They want to blame it all on Russia. Okay? But this is something that's been in the works for years, for decades. Okay? If you've been keeping up with the news, you've seen many different food processing plants and different food factories and whatnot being shut down or blown up or set ablaze. There's different animals being slaughtered just because for reasons of culling, trimming the herd, because of different supply chain issues. So it's disrupting the demand for certain goods, which makes it harder for these different farmers to take care of the animals, so they're killing them off. Different chickens dying. You had, 8,000 cows died or something like that because of the extreme heat, so-called. There's all type of things going on that's getting ready to totally bring this the food industry to a halt. Okay, that's why the scripture say that the grinders shall cease. What do you do when you grind? The grinders is talking about people that use millstones to grind wheat. So if there's no wheat, then the grinding is going to cease. That's what we're witnessing, man. You got uproars in different nations. You got the Sri Lankan government just been, the whole country just through. You got people running up into the president's palace, and that's happening all over the place. I believe in Belgium and many different nations. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but it's not just Sri Lanka. This insurrection, or should I say sedition, of men, as the scriptures prophesied us, is taking place throughout the four corners of the earth. And it's going to continue to get worse, which is exactly what the ruling class, right, of the world, the international bankers, the 0.01% of the earth the super mega rich. That's exactly what they want. They want for total chaos. They want for total anarchy, to, straight blood running down the streets. That's what they want. They want chaos so they can bring the order. And the order is going to be in the form of universal basic income. And in order to receive that universal basic income, you're going to have to receive the charagma, the M to the Izzo, T to the Bizze, okay? The C hip, the micro C hip, all right? Which we, starting with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, have been warning you for decades now. This is all coming to pass. This is all getting ready to take place. This is hitting the fan, okay? It's here, and the end is manifest. If you can't see it, then you're blind, because it's right in your face. If you stick your arm out, you'll feel it. Showing you people blind, and you're just through. Or the Lord said that putting the curses on our people, and I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you're the Lord's chosen people. You're the only ones who have a shot at escaping this current destruction. All the other nations is going to be taken. And eventually, when it's all said and done, they'll be carted off. The ones of them that are remaining, that are survivors, they're going to be rounded up and carted off into slavery. Hardcore slavery, starting with the elites of the so-called white man, the nation of Edom. Those same international bankers that's pulling the strings, which really is the Lord pulling their strings, because this is all set up and ordained by the Lord. Okay, but you those of our people, you Israelites, the Lord said, in Deuteronomy 28, part of the curses is that you would grope at noonday. Okay, it's noonday, as it says in Romans 13. Okay, the night is far spent, the day is at hand, right? Our salvation is nearer than when we believed. This thing is right here. It's the day. This is the day, okay? And it's bright and shining right in your face, and you still can't see it. So, you got niggas still in 2022 with all this going on, still going to church, calling on Jesus Christ. And them pastors ain't got no answers for you. They're not even warning you of what's taking place, what's to come. But you niggas gonna keep thinking it's a game, keep thinking it's a joke until it's too late. Okay? Till you wake up in the morning, all right, and you see chaos going on. You see people running around, setting things on fire. You try to go to the grocery store, ain't no food. You go to the bank, ain't no money. That's what you niggas is going what it's gonna take to wake you niggas up. But by then it's gonna be too late, because the Lord is gonna remove his prophets from off of the scene. And it's just gonna be you and your works. It's just gonna be you and what you've been putting your spirit into while you yet had liberty, as the scriptures say. So we just gonna get into it. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we're seeing part of the signs pass. What's some of the part of the signs pass? Which right here, verse 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, okay, all these uproars, all these people in these different nations, they're crying out, because the scriptures say what? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And the people are getting tired of being shafted, man. Getting the short end of the stick, having their different governments that are supposed to be set up to serve the people. They're serving themselves and saying F the people. And the people are getting tired, man. That's why you have all these different uproars in these different nations. The cost of living is going up worldwide, which really is the buying power of these different fiat currencies going to zero. People is finding out the hard way of you know, that the leaders are not for them. So what they doing? They're protesting and rioting. They're chasing the different politicians and governments out of their different you know, parliaments and different government buildings and whatnot. Which that's more that is coming. That's coming to America, which we just witnessed last year, January 6th, right? Don't forget about that. The Capitol, you know, stormed the Capitol, which that was just a very small preview of what's to come. Okay, that's going to come back, but this time the people going to be locked and loaded. You got this dude, Bill Gates, or, you know, a part of his team, part of his firm, coming out and saying that much more diseases are coming. So it's the Lord got several different judgments lined up for the inhabitants of the earth. And we've witnessed a plethora of judgments over the years. That's part of the signs coming to pass. And there's a certain part left over to come, which we're speaking on. Mainly that new, well, first, the total meltdown and collapse of the global economic, economy, a global economic crash, which is going to set up the next global economic system, which is going to be the how can I say, the main part of that global economic system is going to revolve around that charagma. They want to do away with all the jobs. They want the people totally dependent on the system. It's all about control. Okay, the Elder Ariala and the Elder Rechaia Kwam just recently did another World War III algorithm when it was going into, you know, debt trap diplomacy, showing you how, you know, the different you know, namely the International Monetary Fund, you know, the elites, they set up these different nations to fall, and the International Monetary Fund goes in to save the day. But it's different, you know, which the International Monetary Fund is a bank, a big bank, and they loan money to nations. But once they loan the money to the nation, now they got that nation on a string. They got to follow rules, which is going to tie into the businesses of that nation, got to follow rules, which leads to the people. It's all about control, man. And we are definitely at the end. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, like I said, going back to Enoch, like it says in the book of Jude, 7 from Adam, foretold of these days, man. Yahushua told his disciples, blessed are your eyes for you know, you seeing things that all the ancient prophets wanted to see, which, Lord willing, we the elect. We are the ancient prophets and ancient wise men and holy righteous men coming back, which we're righteous by our faith. Let me say that, for our belief. Okay, coming back in the reincarnation to witness what we prophesied of back in the day. Because the scriptures say one of the best things for man is to see the downfall of his enemy. So we're living in some very beautiful times to witness the downfall of this current world system, which is spearheaded by the devil, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. This kingdom is going down fast, man. Yahushua said 2,000 years ago, I beheld Satan fall as lightning. And guess what? We're beholding Satan fall as fast as lightning right now, man. This man is done. And all you niggas and spiggers that's locked hand in hand with the so-called white man, your ass is grass too. You gonna be the first niggas to go when this shit hits the fan, man. Because you're going to see that the so-called white man is not your friend. He's not your buddy. He's not your pal. He's your enemy. And he's going to show you, man. Wait until there's no food in these stores. Wait until all hell's break loose, man. These crackers going to be hunting you niggas down. That old hatred, that old, blood feud that the devil has with you people, he's going to show it. He's going to show his horns. Okay, verse 5. For light as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So the end is manifest. It's here. You can grab it. You can see it. You can taste it in the air. You can feel it, man. It's here. The end is manifest. Okay? The end is manifest. Like it says in Habakkuk 2, though it tarry, it will surely come and will not tarry, man. At the end, it shall speak and not lie. The prophecies are speaking loud and clear. The prophecies are screaming and yelling, kicking and screaming, man. The Lord said, and then they shall know that a prophet was among them. Verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And we're witnessing the effects and signs. They're right here in your face. You got different chariot sightings. The so-called UFOs being witnessed all over the earth more and more each and every day. And guess what? The Lord is getting ready to pour out a heavy spirit upon his prophets to perform different signs and miracles. We can't speak about that enough. Spiritual power is coming to you brothers that's listening. You brothers that's patiently waiting and striving and fighting. Keep striving and fighting, because the Lord is going to reward us with great power to glorify his name. The Lord said he's going to lift up that standard. It's going to be seen who the true men of the Lord are. And that's going to show you who the true Lord is. The Lord that we talking about, the power that we talking about, the power of the Israelites is the true God. Okay, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. The scripture say, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. So it's going to be known, man. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Right, Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee in the hour of temptation that shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Roughly paraphrasing. That's the time we're coming into. The Lord is going to keep us for what we're doing right now, for sticking and standing by his side faithfully and loyally. We're going to be rewarded. And part of that reward is going to be salvation, ultimately. But before that, it's going to be minor salvation, minor deliverances from the different troops that's going to be chasing us, from the different pestilence that's going to be poured on these people, from redeemed from famine. The Lord said at famine, we're going to laugh. At death and destruction, thou shalt laugh. That's the reward. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, right? And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning, right? Predestination, the elect are predestinated to obtain the victory. Verse 9, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Okay? So everybody else is going to dwell in torments. That's the time we getting into. Just like Egypt all over again. Okay? For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, right? Their heart goeth after their own covetousness. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it, right? Niggas scoff and they don't even know what they talking about. The same must know it after death by pain. And that's what we getting ready to witness. A whole lot of death by pain. All right. So that's pretty much it. That's really all I wanted to go into. Just something quick. I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rachakodash. Until the next one. Shalom.